Test. There we go. All right. Yeah, that should be fine. Welcome, anybody that's here. Just Fallout campaigns tomorrow. I'm doing a little bit of prep work for tomorrow's session and just the overall story. It's about that time to do, make sure I'm ahead of where my players are and the story and everything. So why not stream a little bit of it? We're going to start out. I've been telling my players for a little while now, I'm going to get the map updated with some of the places that they've discovered. I've also got a hold of the icons to use for some of the locations. They're better than just the labels, or to add icons to indicate what this place is. It's like Waco, Carbon would get the settlement icon, and something like Goodfellow Air Force Base would get a ruins icon, that kind of thing. So we're going to start with that. First, we're going to start with our new locations that they've discovered, like Raven Watch, the Raven's Nest, the new settlement that they're trying to help start, those kinds of things. So Raven Watch is somewhere in that corner right there. Let's go and pull up our Photoshop here. And zoom in here. Let's just double check, make sure. So Raven Watch is in the corner of the county next to Waco there. So let's take here we go. Let's take the Waco, paste a copy of it. That way I've got the all the styling and everything already there. I don't have to redo any of that. Raven Watch. Now let's find, we've got the icons here. Which icon should I use? These are, of course, Fallout 4 icons. I got it off the Nexus. Nexus mods. There we go. I like this one. We're going to use that. It's not exactly like military base, it's more military camp. Kinda. Actually, you know what? Let's pull up a Fallout 4 map. Because there's one camp that, or military base. I'll bring this over here. Let's go military. Okay, we got the stars. There's one in particular that I recall. There's Green Top Nursery. General Atomics. It's been a little while. Some power armor there, so it's further. No. No. It's that outpost. There's some military base right in this area here. There's like the training ground. I guess probably, yeah, that's nice. turn all that off. Police station, ponds, quarries, ruins. Okay, so look at that. Ruins are that icon. We'll have to remember that. Turn off all the pickups. I don't want those. Or the holotapes. That's the one. National Guard Training Yard. It's further east than I remember. And down. An underwater chest. Why is that still showing up? Miscellaneous. All right. So yeah, National Guard Training Ground. That's the one I was thinking of. So do they have... Yes, there we go. So that's what we'll use. I don't have the individual icons. I just have this sheet. So I got to do it the hard way. Do that, copy it, paste. No, let's try that differently. I think we can do that better. We can do a magic wand. Let's just select everything. And add the circles around it. Move this. Yeah, that should work better. Yeah, why not? Then I want to apply the whole green scan lines and everything to it. Remember how I did that before. Oh, I guess I don't have it on that whole map. Let's pull up systems, Fallout, resources, images. Tokens, character tokens. There we go. This is a new character for the campaign. You can see it as AI generated. I think it's pretty cool. Just gonna make over here, top of that layer. It applies to the whole map. All right, so to fix that, I don't want it that way. I want just, let's see. We'll do clipboard, that's fine. Paste that, get rid of the background. Go back over here, take the scan lines. Perfect. Now, I don't know if all of the icons will fit in here, but we'll try it later when we use more icons. That needs to be just go images. delete that one and bring in the new one. There we go. So the only thing I'm wondering now is, should I do it with or without the scan lines? Because I've removed the scan lines on the map itself, because they kind of get in the way. I like it on a lot of other parts that I make, like the character portraits and everything, but I feel like it's really just kind of there. Kind of gets in the way on the map. Yeah. And so it's kind of odd to have it on there. So let's go here. Let's remove the scan lines. And we just have the green. Export it the same way. Delete that. Bring it back in. Yeah. I think I like how that turns out better. Now, the only other option I have really would be to import these, as far as keeping their quality, import them directly into Fantasy Grounds, but I don't know that I want to do that just yet. All right, so now we need settlement. So these are settlements that you can create. Let's go city. Diamond City is there. Really? It's going to be the only one. All right, fine. Yeah, we'll do the little house icon for settlements, even though I'd like to have a description or a difference between regular settlements and big settlements. But, all right, so we got this one. Could work. Let's just like to get that out of the way. Well, I don't see the little house icon. Unless that's it. I don't think that's it. No. There's a town. Ooh, could do town. So I'm going to move this up to the other monitor so I can have it as a reference. There we go. There's the town. Yeah, that's what we're going to use for our major settlements right now. That gets it all. Copy that. Bring it over to here, and it fits in. Perfect. No, don't drop it to there. Right down the bottom. Make it easier. Go town. And then quick export. Town. Yeah, see, it loses so much of its. It doesn't look bad from here. But as soon as you start to zoom in. All right, so let's pull up Fantasy Grounds here. We're going to close that. Actually, no, I'm putting it back up. It's called Texas Current Known. We're going to get return to the launcher. No, sorry. I gotta pull up its folder location. Assets. There it is. Okay. Now we can go to, because we don't want it to have that loaded up before we write it. Let's replace it and then load up the campaign. All right, so right there it looks pretty good. Let's pull up the map the way I pull it up when I'm just showing the guys stuff. That's not too bad. It's point across. It's not like getting unrecognizable. We don't zoom in this much anyway. So that works. That works. Let's drag this over to there so I can kind of see it with like a Photoshop open. And let's get we're going to take I think we use that other icon for settlements. They're small. for some labels. All right. There. A little bit of music. We're going to use this one for small settlements. We use this for camps, temporary locations, or at least appearing to be temporary. This is our major settlements, so towns. This is a good one too. I'm not sure what to use that one for. It's very similar to that one. Let's get this one. That's fine. This one is settlement. Bring that over to there. That's good there. And that was the Raven's Nest. So let's take Raven's Watch. Love that. Raven Watch. I'm a fan of Raven, but has no place in Fallout. This one is Wake Up. This one is Watch, not Nest. So this changes to towns instead of settlements. We will separate out you that are actual settlements. Raven's Nest is a settlement. And Raven Watch is military base. Why does that still say copies? Do I have another military base there? No. Let's close up the factions. Yeah, So I have secret locations. That I will not reveal on any stream until they're revealed in the campaign. So there's Raven Watch. Raven's Nest. Let's get our new icon duplicated for our other settlements. Come on, Fort Worth, put one with Carbon. So maybe a good one that is right there. Earth, Carbon, Waco, and Alamo. I have to work on that one. Or actually, Fort Worth is not a town. Fort Worth would be considered more of a settlement because it's the, as our players have figured out, that's like a small ghoul settlement. So let's move Fort Worth down to settlements. Let's copy this. Why did I copy it? I didn't need to. Where's Coffin? It's a military base? No, I've changed the lore on Kaufman since I made the map, so it's no longer a military base. It is a town in the Tang military. They have a military base there, but it is a town with similar to Waco. And they do the same thing with the Brazos. Let's bring the Brazos up to there. This. This is the Alamo. Put it there. All right. That's looking good. Let's take this Raven's Nest icon. Let's put it in Fort Worth. For Los. Where? There it is. All right. So this one is. Let's rename these. There's Fort Worth. We're going to figure that one out in a minute. And Los goes there. Let's rearrange that. Perfect. There. The icons are becoming the, like this is the main area. I was putting the labels, trying to put the labels as much as possible where the actual settlement is. But now that we got the icons, we can do that a little bit more accurately. Alright, so Goodfellow Air Force Base is a military base, but it's in ruins. It's not one that they could repurpose or anything. So we want to take just the ruins. This one. It's about the same size, right? Yeah, close enough. Put that there. Goodfellow AFB. I got dropped in a very wrong spot. So I'm going to drop it into military bases here. Look at the revealed ones. Put it right over there. So probably, yeah, we're going to separate that because it's not a military base. We have determined that it is a ruins. In the lore of this particular campaign. So we're going to bring it out like that. Yeah. These don't need to be in their own folder anymore. So we can get rid of that one. Those are still unfound, so we've not determined yet, are these ruins or still functioning bases. Although there was something, they were supposed to do something on one of those at one point. It was Goodfellow. They already handled it. All right. Okay. Then we're going to go to bring these up. Nope. There. Because I don't need that revealed. That can just stay the way it is. Let's copy that to there. Maybury is a ruin, and Fort Hood is a ruin. Drop that in there. There's the star that I just made. There. That should give a good indication it's both a ruin and the site of a nuke, I think. Or it was nuked, is the idea. What I would love to do is just have the entire map done and have it in layers, just like, because right now I could, aside from the icons I'm trying to add now, I could just turn things on, reveal layers in Photoshop, and have the labels there and everything. I'd love to do that in Fantasy Grounds. I potentially could, but that's a lot of exporting individual pieces. I just don't want to do that much exporting. It's hard to decide. But this would be the time to do it. So if we export it, this would all be one image. And then now I'd have to come through and let's say they find one of those places. I would have to turn off all but the one that they found. So, say that one. I also have to turn off everything else. So all this. All summits, towns, ruins, everything. And export just that. Then I gotta do that for all of these. One other thing I can think of is so using the shortcuts. Oh, I just had an idea. Just had an idea. I'll turn all that back on for a moment because it's easier than not to. Let's save that. Let's bring this over. And images. Battle maps. Let's go with map icons. Save that. Let's just take the ones I've created so far. Put them in there. And then sets here. Okay. Let's go home. Campaign. Map icons. All right. Here's the. No. Because we could drag that in there, and it's there, which is great. What's this? But. This down. So there's town.png. Thought I had an idea. If this was an icon on a NPC in the combat tracker, then when you hover over it, you click it, you get the name of the icon. So I was like, I could just name the icons, but I can't because I have to clear out the combat tracker for a new session, for a new combat. So that doesn't work. You have shortcuts. Shortcuts. What if? Let's give a note. Let's just use Journal 10. Let's drop it there. So there's a shortcut. Now do my players see the shortcuts? But then that's kind of like, that's lame. Make link shareable, make all links shareable, delete shortcut. Yeah. I don't like that. The only way that would work, can I have this in there multiple times? I can. Let me choose the shortcut. Okay. Nah, I don't like that either. I think we'll just stick with the way I've been doing it. Every now and then just update the primary map. This could work. I don't know how my players would like that. Tell you what, we'll test it out. We'll see what they think about it on Gonna make a cave one. I think we got a cave. Yes, we do. Mountain, cave, whatever. That works. Let's check that. Cave. Export this. Fancy Grounds folder. Check the cave. Paste it in there. Refresh that. Because they have yeah, get rid of that one. Let's get rid of these two things. They do have a cave base right in that area. So let's bring that down. Control. Let's do it like that. Let's add a new note called Cave Base. It is public. I need to say anything in there. Let's call it that. Put the shortcut in there. And then make link shareable. It's green now. Oh no. So let's do it like that. Get it right above it. And then I'll check with them tomorrow to say, hey, do you like what I've been doing with these, or do you want an icon with a link? I mean, because this part's pretty cool. That's nice. Click on it, you get details and all that. Well, thank you, Brett Tran. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is a fun part for me. I enjoy making this stuff. But it's tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then every other Saturday after that. Right now, I'm just kind of in what is the best way to display the information I want to. And I like the feature, the shortcut feature. I just wish I could integrate it into the icon instead of having this pin, because the pin kind of takes away a little bit. Although I guess I could put icons out there, and then the pin indicates that they've been there, they know something about it. So Los could get the settlement icon, and then there's no pin or anything until they've visited. Then they have a pin with information about the settlement. That could work. But Los is actually going to have an icon from the PDF here in a minute, so we're going to leave that be. Or not the PDF, but the PNG. So let's close that. I think we can actually export it without exiting the campaign. Did do that, didn't it? There it is. All right. Oh yeah, I even had I had a little bit more Pit Boy style to it with scan lines and such, but it made it very hard to read some of the labels because I was keeping everything with that base green. I can show you here in a minute. I can actually go here and just turn on the scan lines, and it gets too busy at that point. If you zoom in, it's not that bad, but I just felt it kept it pretty clean without the scan lines. And I just took like an actual map of Texas, traced out the counties, did my best to make it as accurate as possible. So that's coming up better. Good. Now we can get rid of that turned off. What painting is that? Oh, that was something down there. So that one can turn off. That one. So Raven Watch goes away. Come on. Got it locked. Delete. Alright, that's not written in the same way. Let's close it. Doesn't work. There we go. There, perfect. Of course, we got the campfire to indicate where the party is at. Let's do, I'm going to put, I'm going to put a shortcut on after I've done a switch, because we've been using parcels. They've got Raven Watch. It's their base, and there's a bunch of inventory there. When he was using a parcel and it just was not working out great, I purchased a forge item from Fantasy Grounds Unity called Shops that lets me build shops, and then the players can actually purchase from the shops and everything. They can even set the prices to 0. So we're going to migrate the entire Raven Watch inventory to a shop. And then we're going to put that shortcut on the map for now, until they decide if they like the shortcuts or not. We'll eventually build a shortcut that is to a note about Raven Watch instead of to the shop. But for now, we'll do the shop. We'll see how this works. It'll even let me do the drag and drop. It's taking its time. It's thinking. I think I crashed it. Yep. That's okay. Yeah, absolutely it does. And I can build other shops too. So I'm going to be building one for like the towns that they go to regularly. There'll be shops in all those. I don't have to, like, aside from when I'm building the shop, I don't have to sit there and work with them like, oh, you can find this item or you can't find that. It's like, look, if it's not in the shop, you can't find it. There'll still be exceptions where I'll work with them. on occasion, depending on what it is they're looking for. If it's something I've been looking for a long time, then I might, all right, let's do a roll, see if we can actually find it. For some super rare items, but for the most part, this will alleviate a lot of that. Alright, so we can't drag and drop the entire parcel. So let's see if it will take... It did not take the number, though. I wanted to take the number. I'll still have to type in the number. That's okay. That's going to be... These are the sacrifices we make as GMs. We have to do mundane numbers. It's okay. That's going to be 3,000. That's 44, not 45. Homework. Yeah. Hey, Knight, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. $45, 50 round. It's 1,000. 25 10mm pistols. And they didn't take a single one. I was surprised. They don't have, as far as pistols go, they're just using pipe pistols right now. And they got a couple of decent rifles, but I was like, I'm surprised they didn't take any of those. Right, 10mm rounds. I do not know what that number is in there, because it's not expanded fire. No, it's something 2,000. Maybe it's 12,000. We'll say it's 12,000. 1,000 on that. 8,000 of this. 5.56, 5mm, 5,000. 100. Battle box, assault rifle, baton. 25. 100 blood packs. Good thing is, now that I'm switching over to the shop mechanic, I won't have to do this again. So what's the premise of the game? Oh no, not a problem. It is set in 2287. And the players, I got 2 players right now. We are looking for others, if anybody's interested. But the 2 players, they started out in Carbon, Texas. And one of them is a ghoul, so he's been around since the Great War, the bombs fell. The other one, he is 18, probably 19 at this point. His parents used to be adventurers along with the ghoul character, but they settled in Carbon. And then when he got old enough, he wanted to go out and adventure like his parents did. So the parents talked with their friend, the ghoul, and he decided to go with them. So now it's the ghoul PC and the Wastelander human PC working together. Our Wastelander, so Slash is his name. He wants to be a merchant. He has 2 Brahmin now. This is him. He's got 2 Brahmin, Betsy, and we didn't get that renamed in there, but Betsy and Honey. He's got 2 Brahmin. He's trying to be like a trader, travel around and trade stuff. And Jack, our ghoul, he's just he's kind of like the mentor, the hired muscle, the wise one, just out there and have a good time. Now, they recently, this one's run as like an open world. I'm not running any modules yet. I do think I'll be running like the orange color sky as kind of like a side adventure they can go on. But it's an open world. I do have, like, the Brotherhood still is there, Enclave is there, Vault-Tec is there. Some of my own factions are there, like Tang, Texas Army National Guard, Red River Army Depot. Well, that's the location. Red River Army, a mercenary group, similar to what was the one called in Fallout 3. There was a paramilitary mercenary group in Fallout 3 that I've based the Red River Company on, and they're here. There's even the possibility of the Institute showing up here, as well as Caesar's Legion, California, New California Republic. So they're just exploring this open world. There is an overarching story that's happening where the raiders from the south are invading and being much more aggressive towards the settlements in the north. Let's look at the map here so you can get an idea of that. So you got the Alamo is the most southern settlement. And then there were other settlements scattered throughout here, unnamed settlements. They're minuscule. Actually, Alamo is more of a town at this point. You got Tang. They control these brown locations. There's the Red River Company. That's a location that the players haven't really discovered yet. Los is an independent settlement. And you got some ruins, military ruins around here. All the settlements south of the Alamo have been subject to increased raider attacks. And so the players are currently on in the midst of doing their trading and other side quests. They are trying to figure out, why are the raiders being more aggressive? What has prompted them to invade and attack more? And there's a loose possibility that some missing people are connected to it in a way as well. That's about as much as I can give you without giving away the whole plot line. And my players watch my channel sometimes, so I don't want to do that. They did recently, I can tell you this, they went through a module I created on my own that was a Lovecraftian style, called the Parallax, where they actually got transferred to a alternate world similar to the Upside Down from Stranger Things. And when they came back, they have with them in their possession an item called the Radiant Heart. And Jack, our ghoul, is able to use that to control radiation once per session in very certain ways. He actually became a glowing one, but he's able to use the Radiant Heart to prevent his glowing one-esseness to damage other people and hide the fact that he's a glowing one. Oh yeah, lots of good places to explore. And there are, like, if they've decided to, they could lock themselves into a storyline for a little while and depart from it for a little bit. But there are some storylines that if they start them, well, for instance, last week, or the week before, two sessions ago, they found a small ghoul group that had their own version of the Radiant Heart. And then they told the settlement about it, and there's actually going to be ramifications on that. Whether or not the players go back and interact with them or not, something will actually happen there as the game progresses on. So it's an open world with things that are still happening. If the player sets something in motion and then they just leave it, it will stay in motion. And there are some quests from different factions that will no longer be available if they completed a certain quest over here for a different faction. So it's moving around quite a bit. Yeah, the world doesn't stop when you leave. Exactly. Combat rifle, got that. Combat shotgun is next. Got 25 of those. Move that down. I got my overlay hiding stuff from me. Deluxe toolkit, one of those, because that's a pretty OP item. Dirty waters. 25 flamers. Yeah, that's the flamers. Flamer fuel is 1,000. So are you, Knight, are you a Fallout fan? You played all the Fallout games? 1,000 flares. these. They had 5,000. That's 49. They took 100. Base fusion cell 200. Fusion core 100. Instamash preserved. New Vegas is your favorite. Okay. I enjoyed the story of New Vegas. I got mixed feelings about New Vegas altogether. But so I enjoyed the story of New Vegas and all the DLC, of course. I did not like weapon maintenance at all. I hated that. I know it's a realistic thing, but that brought it too realistic, in my opinion. Let's bring the junk over. I would have to say that my favorite is probably 4, because I really like the settlement building. That was really something I really liked. But yeah, the mod to get rid of it. Yeah, I'm with you there. I still go back and play Fallout 1 and 2 and Tactics at least once a year. Long plasma rifle 10. And every year I do that. It's a whole process sometimes, especially with Tactics, to get it to work. Steam does a pretty good job of getting Fallout 1 and 2 installed and running properly. But Tactics is a whole nother story sometimes. So you said you should look up the tabletop. Modifius and, of course, Bethesda, they've done a good job with it. It's a 2d20 system. Basically, you have your character sheet. You got your stats. So Slash here has a 3 in his barter, and it goes with charisma, so it's an 8. And when he rolls, it rolls 2d20s. His target number is 11. So how's that come? Target number is 11. So your charisma plus your skill becomes 11. So you want to roll under 11. You roll 2d20s. You can purchase extra ones or whatever, but the base roll is 2d20s. And for each d20 that rolls under 11, that counts as 1 success. Now you can see down here, I got that set to difficulty 1. It means he needs 1 success and he succeeds. If he had 2 successes, then he gets they get a bottle cap or an action point, is what they actually are. He gets an action point to spend on other things. That you spend those to get extra d20s, extra d6s for damage, and other things like that. But I think the 2d20 system is pretty simple. I like it better than most other systems right now. I enjoyed the Star Wars Edge of the Empire system. Those dice, basically you had successes and failures would cancel each other out, and whatever was the remainder. That was a good system. But this is also very good. It's very comparable. Makes it easy to just all right, you roll your d20s. Anything underneath your target number is a success. Compare that to how many successes you needed. Anything in excess gives you bonuses that you can use later on via the action points. So really simple. I don't think mechanically it's a huge learning curve at all. It's just a matter of knowing. I suppose you still have the perks and everything. You got to figure out what perks are going to do what, and remember to apply the perks. Within Fantasy Grounds Unity here, a lot of the stuff is done for us. A lot of the math is done for us and everything. Some perks are automatically accounted for. Some are not. So we always have to keep an eye on that. but I would highly recommend it. I purchased the physical book, the core rule book, and then I bought the module for Fantasy Grounds Unity because that ended up being where I was going to read it at, or run the game at. But I bought the physical book so I could just, watching TV or something like that, read the book. But then all the other modules, I'm not going to buy the physical copy of the other DLCs. It's all going to be via Fantasy Grounds Unity. Oh yeah, so we can take a look at that. Adamantine Skeleton. When you suffer damage, the amount of damage needed to inflict critical hits on you increases by your rank in this perk. So that one, I think this one actually is handled automatically. Because there's been a few times where he got hit and we thought, well, you should have critical. Switch over to the comment tab. So if you got a critical, you get injured like that. And then it's been bandaged and then fully healed again. So there was a couple times where it's like, well, you should have taken a critical there. And we go and look at his sheet and it's not there. And there's, oh wait, you got adamantine skeleton. So it seems like this one here is actually, the system recognizes that he has this and prevents the criticals from happening. But then there's others. So let's look at Slash here. His center mass, and I think it's the commando. These are not accounted for. We have to manually remember to do these. So when you make a ranged attack with any weapon with a fire rate of 3 or higher, except for heavy weapons, you add a 1d6 per rank to the weapon damage. Each time you take this perk, the level requirement increases by 3. So this one does not automatically get accounted for. He has to do that manually. And this one we also have to handle manually. Because I control the difficulty level. And he has to remind me, all right, you have to, I'm doing this, but you're not allowed to increase difficulty because I got the perk. So it's a combination. Some things are automatic. Other things, they're not so easy to program. We have to remember. Perfectly preserved pie. They have one of those. 12 pipe guns. Plasma cartridge. But I'd highly recommend it. If you're going to play in person, of course, get the physical copies. If you're not going to play in person, you're going to play online, then I definitely recommend the Fantasy Grounds because they're the only one right now that has it. It's all built in. Very little work on your end. Pork and beans, 100. Potted meat. 900 purified water. Oh, yeah, I had to make some changes. So there's a purified water that has no weight to it. And I created one with weight. There's some things like that you have to make changes to, but nothing bad. Radix, right away. This one work on level 20 in Foundry. Yeah, Fantasy Grounds. So I don't know how many years ago. I think when Unity first came out, I went ahead and purchased the full license, so my players wouldn't have to get anything else. They wouldn't have to buy anything. And Fantasy Grounds, Unity has, in my opinion, superior line of sight to Roll20. It's on par with Foundry. I think Foundry might have a little bit better mechanics for the line of sight. I've not used Foundry myself. I've seen other people use it. So I think it might have slightly better mechanics for line of sight. It's basic. On its basic level, Foundry has a better looking user interface. But then when you install things like Fallout module, the interface gets a complete makeover and it's themed to the game, to the Fallout universe. Let's see, what other features? Audio. Fantasy Grounds doesn't do audio great. if I was just, I'll take that back. Fantasy Grounds does audio good if you are just playing with, you're running the game and you have your players. But because I stream it, I have extra hoops I have to jump through. Otherwise, Fantasy Grounds does a decent job with audio. They have integration with Sirenscape, but if you don't want to do that, you also have, go to settings here. These are all things that I've imported, and then I run them on the VLC player, and I port that through another Voicemeeter Potato, port that through another audio bot to actually get it onto Discord for my players. So there's option. If you was doing Sirenscape, then they could just click on a link and you wouldn't have to worry about any extra setup. So they do have that option. I think Foundry kind of has just audio built in. Fantasy Grounds is working on that. They're getting there. That's one thing I like about Fantasy Grounds. I mean, every year they come out with new stuff. This year they're actually working on something that they're trying to do as a 3D map. So you can actually go down, you're actually looking at the map from the perspective of your character, which I'm excited about that as the GM. Roll20. I currently play a game on Roll20. Yes and no. So I found Kinku FM. I'll just put that in here. Kinku FM. Super easy to use. I'll just pull it up. I'm streaming my center monitor today, so I can show all kinds of stuff. I'm not streaming just an application. Where is it at? I clicked on it. There it is. All right, so Kinku FM. Once I had it installed and I set up the bot, had the bot created and everything, added it to my Discord. These are all the, you bookmarked it, sweet. All right, these are all the inputs. So I can say I want, so I'm, well, like I told you, I'm also using Voicemeeter Potato because I have reasons for using that. Well, because I'm streaming, so I have to have extra like outputs. But I do Voicemeeter Potato, so I send my audio system to that. So whether it's Fantasy Grounds calling VLC player for a gunshot, or if it is what is it called? RPG Sounds from Steam playing music, I send both of those to one of Voicemeeter's inputs, and then I will click on all my Voicemeeter inputs. Thought I had one more. Yep, there it is. Well, outputs, technically. They're inputs, and then they correspond to the same output. And then I go and I choose the Discord channel I wanted in. And now everything that goes through there goes to the Discord channel. No interruptions, no lag, no nothing. I was doing it very differently before. There was a lot of lag. I was using a separate Discord account and everything. But when I found Kinku FM, I created the actual music bot, which is all free. This is all free. I did not pay a single cent for any of this. I paid for RPG Sounds, but that's a soundboard. That's separate from the actual setup to get it into Discord. Didn't pay a single cent for any of this. Create the music bot. It's basically sitting there when you're looking at it. It's basically it's pressing the talk to speak button down all the time, so it's always on. So any audio that goes through just goes through. It's been great. I've not had any issues out of it since I set that up. Yeah, but it took me forever to find Kinku FM. That was my biggest issue. Is like the availability. Is like Kinku FM is the only one that will do it. There's other music bots out there, but none of them let you stream from your computer or anything like that. So when I finally found Kinku FM, I was amazed. It was great. I was talking about something else before that. we're still talking about Roll20. Yeah, Roll20 has the integrated audio, but I never did. I found it, for me, it was quite laggy sometimes. But I do play, so one of my players, the guy that plays Slash, is running a D&D game, and he's using Roll20. And he's using the free version as far as I know, because we don't have line of sight and such. But, I mean, it still works. You know, in the end, it's about getting to play the game. And I am one of those GMs that's forever GM. So anytime I get a chance to play, I don't care what platform it's on, I'm going to play. Southwest Impact 100 Impacts. 5 of those. 90 sugar bombs. Alright, so I'm not going to do it for these because this is stuff that they own already. But you were on Foundry, but you migrated to Foundry? I think it meant you were on Roll20 and migrated to Foundry? 5-6 people. That's a good number of players to have. I've run, so I used to live in the States. I'm in Sweden now. But when I was in the States, I ran a game for about 10 players. 2 separate campaigns, actually. And some of the players were shared. Yeah, Roll20. That's what I thought you meant. No worries. I ran 2 Firefly campaigns. One at one store and one at another store. About half the players were in both games and played different characters in both games. But overall, I had 10 players in the one campaign and 10 in the other one. And that became hard to keep up with. Not just because I had 10 players, but both campaigns interacted with each other. They were in the same universe. And then when I ran my Edge of the Empire campaign, I think we had 7 players in that. And then I did another Fallout campaign before going to this one here with about 7 players. That's usually the sweet spot for me, is right around 7. As long as you know the players and you know how to handle them. Because I think you'll probably relate. It's like you're going to have a couple players that are like a little bit quieter, and you got to make sure as a GM to give them a chance to speak their what they want to do. Because the other players will, without intentionally, I mean, they're not doing it intentionally, but they're just, the more outgoing, the more active, so they will talk over the more quiet players. And the more players you add to your campaign, the more you got to be aware of that. And I think you'll probably agree with that. You've probably had the players that are just like, you got no problem getting them to tell you what they want. And you have other players like, yeah, it's a job to get them to talk sometimes. And then when you get smaller groups, like right now, I got the 2 players in this campaign. Super easy, no issues really. They both know each other really well. So I've not had any issues. One of the players in this campaign is actually typically the quiet player. But with only 2 players, it's not too hard. In fact, the players are really good at sharing time. Oh yeah, I agree with that. We had a player that joined for a short while, but we had to let them go because it just was not working out at all. Okay, there we go. So all of their prices are set to 0 because this is their inventory. Don't need actual prices in there. So happy with that. We'll lock that up. And then that parcel can go away. Sweet. All right. Main character syndrome. Yeah. Yep. I've had a few people that were that way, and we didn't have to get rid of them. We didn't have to drop them. I was able to talk with them and just explain to them, hey, look, we're going to do it this way. You're going to get, so many minutes per campaign, per session. And they're like, nope, I get it. I understand. Just if I'm, getting too zealous or overstepping, just let me know and I'll back off. I won't take it personally. And, those are the kind of players I like there. They understand that they might be a bit much, and they're perfectly fine with the GM telling them, hey, calm down a little bit. I've had those players. I've had a few of those players that were that way, and they're just like, yeah, tell me, let me know, and I'll stop. So that's been good. All right. Have you used ChatGPT at all to help you design your campaigns? I had it. There it is. So I've got instructions for ChatGPT here that were for creating image prompts for Stable Diffusion. I'm going to modify it to create characters. And I can give it, it's like what I've been doing with ChatGPT so far is giving it, I've got an overall idea for a quest line. We'll use the Parallax quest line as an example. I wanted 6 chapters for the Parallax. I knew where I wanted to start at, I knew the middle, and I knew the end. What I did not know was how they would get from the beginning to the middle. So I told them, I'm going to start them here. They're going to find this strange portal that pulls the radiation out of our ghoul to activate it. And then they get sent to the Parallax, the upside down. And then from there, they need to follow the trail of the original scientist who did this until eventually they find him or find his logs, figure out where he's at, and ultimately confront him back at the portal again to prevent him from coming into back into the primary world and destroying it with radiation again. I was able to feed that into ChatGPT, and it gave me all kinds of stuff to in between. I massaged it a little bit, made it better, made it make sense. But it did a great job of just giving me like brainstorming, really. Mystery games are off the cuff. Originally started doing it to express the storytelling. Mm-hmm. People end up liking it. They've made up monsters just found in image build. Yeah. That's where I started at too. And then ChatGPT became a thing. So I've been enjoying using it, and it's still, I would say, I'm not doing much different than what I did before without ChatGPT, except I don't have to come up with the minuscule details anymore. And I don't always use those minuscule details that ChatGPT gives me. They're just there in case the players decide they're going to dive into it a lot. All the creatures and everything. Yeah, right. Any tool in your belt. All the creatures and everything, I still created them. I still, I would tell ChatGPT, give me a full description of something. So for instance, right here, a new character I'm introducing. I'm not good at describing characters. It's like in detail enough to give Stable Diffusion something to create. So I asked ChatGPT, I kept refining it until it gave me something that I really liked. And then that's what ended up in, let's pull it up. That's what I ended up with this guy. Don't zoom in too much. So this here is Stable Diffusion created this after I got a description from ChatGPT, and then I just, I apply the Photoshop stuff to it to make it look in universe. Or, oh wow, that was not what I wanted. So yeah, I've been enjoying it. I mean, I still take the reins away from ChatGPT on occasion. But it's a good idea generator, and then I can run with it from there. And I don't use it in the middle of a campaign. Oh, you know what it's good for? Start out using it just to generate quests, random quests, side quests. It's really good for that. Quests that have nothing to do with your main story. So the ones that my players have been on, like finding scrap metal, finding medical supplies, finding a new place for settlers to settle down at. All that came from ChatGPT. It gave me the basic premise of the quest, the rewards, and what kind of encounter they might find there, and options for solving it. And then I just put that into Fantasy Grounds, and when they decided, we're going to go on this quest, it was all there. But it's just completely side quest. It has nothing to do with the main Raider incursion quest line at all. So if you want to get into using ChatGPT for it, start there. Start with random side quests. Now you will have to tell it. You have to tell it some things that you want to say. It'll come back. Let's do this. Let's take that out. Getting a side quest for Fallout. So you can say that. Now I've already told it when you give me a side quest, I want a title, I want a quest giver, I want a location, the reward, a description, and possible solutions. So I've told it these are the things I want when you create a side quest, and then it gives it to me. So this one right here, the title is A Lost Expedition. Quest giver, a retired wastelander named Old Pete, who used to be a seasoned explorer. And right there, boom, I've got a new NPC I can go and create, put into my system, and he might be a recurring NPC. I didn't even think that might be something I want right now, but because ChatGPT is like, oh, let's create this guy, I can run with that. So the location is Old Pete's makeshift shelter in a remote corner of the wastelands where they will go to pick up the quest. The reward is a unique weapon or piece of equipment depending on the player's preferences and choices during the quest. So that's where I would come in as GM. Okay, I can run with that. I can go create a unique piece of weapon or equipment, or even just completely disregard that and do caps. So completely up to my discretion there. Then our description. Old Pete has been haunted by memories of an expedition he led decades ago, which ended in disaster when they stumbled upon a hidden bunker rumored to be filled with valuable pre-war technology. The expedition was ambushed by raiders, and Pete was the only survivor. He's now too old to undertake the journey himself, but believes that the bunker may still hold valuable treasures. He tasks the player with retracing his footsteps, recovering any lost items, and uncovering the truth behind what happened to his comrades. And so our possible hostiles are raiders, mutated creatures, traps left behind from the original expedition. And then using the Fallout module in Fantasy Grounds, I can actually just randomly generate a raider encounter. And I don't have to put a lot of effort into that. It's randomly generated. Reputation, that can gain favor with the local wastelanders and help for helping an old man find closure. So I do have a reputation system in my game. So this would be, a +1 to their wastelander reputation. And then we got the possible solutions. We got 4 possible solutions. Explore the area where Old Pete's expedition vanished, following the clues left behind to uncover the bunker's location. Negotiate with the local raider gangs for information about the bunker's whereabouts, risking conflict or trickery. Use advanced technology or survival skills to track the expedition's path through the wilderness, avoiding danger along the way. And finally, convince other wastelanders or mercenaries to accompany the player on the journey, increasing their chances of success, but also splitting the end rewards found. Yes, absolutely. So just from this little bit right here, now, by no means is this enough to completely run this quest. But this is enough to get any seasoned GM to like, this is the idea. This is the boilerplate. And then I can drop this. I can drop just this into Fantasy Grounds. Have these notes in there. Create the quest. Make it available to them to see this is a quest that they can pick up. Obviously, I'll keep certain stuff hidden to GM only. And then if they decide this is the quest I want, all I have is this, and I'm an experienced enough GM. I can run with this and have no problem. All the other stuff that's missing from this, I can create on the fly because it's a side quest. It doesn't matter to the main story. So I don't have to put any more effort in than that. So that's where I think for a GM, ChatGPT is perfect for just like doing all these other stuff. It can still help with the main quest too, but you'll do a little bit more refining of what ChatGPT is giving you for main quest content. So let's go. Use this formula to create 3 prompts for a character idea. Pick a type of, not type of photo, type of, maybe we don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that because that's for image generation. Don't care about keeping it under 40 words. Yes, absolutely it is. A better Radiant quest system for Skyrim. Absolutely. Yeah, Skyrim, I loved when it first came out, and the Radiant quests in there. I mean, they used the same system in Fallout, and some Fallout parts, not all of. Yes, because you have like this settlement needs your help. Those are technically using the same Radiant quest system. But Skyrim did it better than Fallout. Because you had the companions, you had the Dark Brotherhood, you have, who else? The Blades, going after more Dragon Mounds. Although those were limited because once you run out of Dragon Mounds, well, you don't have any more. But it was always, companions, Dark Brotherhood, the Blades for a short while, but the companions and Dark Brotherhood are the ones like infinite. Those could be infinite. But it was almost always, Dark Brotherhood is always go kill someone. Companions had a little more variety to them. But they were great. I thought it was great. At the time when Skyrim came out, that was the most amazing thing. You got Radiant AI, Radiant quests, never ending, always more content to play. And then, I don't know, it's still good. I think it's still good. I still enjoy doing that when I go back and play Skyrim. I don't really play through the main quest anymore. I got a character that's finished with the main quest, and I just do those Radiant stuff. And I play a lot of mods. I would agree. It is a Radiant system, a much better Radiant system, similar to Skyrim's and Fallout's. I will provide some details according to the formula below. Of course, I spelled details wrong. Three prompts for a character idea. I'll provide some details for the formula below. For a character idea in the Fallout Texas Rising campaign. That way it knows to put it into whatever character stuff it does. It'll put it into the setting of Fallout. Oh, I just had an idea. I wanted to do two things at once here. Also, using the second formula, I will see if this works. So using the second formula, create 3 prompts for a photography idea. Pick a type of photo that fits the subject. Let's modify this. Create 3 prompts. No, we're not going to create 3 prompts. Using the second formula. No, I guess create prompts for the characters. Let's create photography prompts for the characters. Okay. We'll see if that works. So, photography formula. Using the second formula, we're going to call it the photography formula. All right. Use the character formula. All right. Nope, I just hit the wrong button. But so we'll see what it does with half of the instructions. That was, I forgot to hold shift and hit enter. Retired wasteland doctor, haunted by past failures, seeking redemption. Portrait photo of a retired wasteland doctor standing in a makeshift clinic bathed in soft warm light, captured from the book and sense of wisdom and compassion. I mean, it's not bad. It's not far off from what I'm looking for. Except it doesn't have the character formula. Alright, hold shift and hit enter. So the character formula. Now let's go with job, faction, association, goals, gear. Leave it at that for now. And then we're going to give these definitions. So job, can be wastelander, doctor, soldier, merc. Merchant, job, and then faction, association, maybe none, paying, Merchants Guild, etc. And hopefully it still knows all the factions I've given it before. Goals. Money. Domination. Etc. And gear. Job and faction. yet. Here. Okay, I want to make one other change. So I want a name as well. All right, Marcus Kane, soldier. Association is Tang. Goals: restore order and protect the innocent. And his gears: combat armor, laser rifle, military grade equipment. I can run with that. All right, next. Let's fire up the stable diffusion. See what we get out of those. So which one? Let's pull that one. So I use easy diffusion, so I run it all locally here. Knight, do you stream your campaign that you run? Let me go with absolute reality. We're going to do guidance at 7.5. Is that right? That's the one that can go. Yeah. So 7.5. This works. Output format. That's fine. Now we're going to just go with 2. See what we get. To participate in Pathfinder game on Sunday that is streamed, but the games you deem or not. Okay. All right. So let's read this guy's description. Pull ChatGPT. Let's pin it so it doesn't go away. Marcus Kane. He's a soldier associated with Tang. Certainly not safe for work. Yeah, it happens. It happens. His goal is to restore order, combat rifle, laser rifle, military grade equipment. Portrait, photo of Marcus Kane standing in a fortified outpost bathed in harsh fluorescent light, captured from a low angle, evoking a sense of duty and determination. All right. Left or right? You're thinking left? Yeah, I like it too. It gives a little more shadow in this area over here, hiding some of the details face. Whereas here you get more detail there, but it's the jaw is very AI. Yeah, we're gonna go with the left one here. Let's download that. The only thing I don't like about these, they're a little bit more, they're not too close on the face. So that one, let's go to the patch. Yeah, I'm struggling because these AI generated images, they're great. I really like some of the stuff it comes up with, but then I'm like, all the other images I've done, come on now, I dragged it in. I don't crash on me. There we go. All right, so let's turn that off for a second. So all the others are done. I scale them, or I put them underneath the Pip-Boy style. And then I get something like this. It's like, it looks amazing. It's great. And then you put it under the Pip-Boy. I suppose you don't lose as much as I was thinking that you would lose. But some of that, the greatness that you're getting from the AI image is lost when you put the Pip-Boy on top of it. Can't be helped, I suppose. So let's quick export. Go to NPCs. This was Marcus Kane, right? That was the name that AI gave him. Let's pull this up. Let's do a split. Let's go to characters. Add a character. If the photo is grayscaled, it will retain some definition. The green washes out. Do you know how to do grayscaling? I'm still, like, there are certain things in Photoshop, like, I know how to do it, and I know how to do it because I do it all the time. And there's other things where I'm just like, I'm a complete noob. Is there a way to quickly grayscale it? Or do you think I should have it grayscaled out of the AI image generator? I don't see anything there. See if ChatGPT will do it. All right, let's adjust the instructions. I'm not going to do it for Marcus since I've already got him. We like that image, so we'll do it for another one. Dr. Amelia. All right, we're going to keep these. Let me put Marcus in here so I don't lose him. If I lose the others, okay. But I don't want to lose Marcus because I've already got his image done and all that. Image. Show off house. Where did I put it? I'll get to you in just a second, Knight. I know you're chatting at me there. Where in the world did I export it to? Oh, I put it into Fantasy Grounds directly. That wasn't smart. Let's copy that. Let's go Fallout campaigns, Fallout Texas Rising resources, character portraits, NPCs. Put it there. Then upload that. Save. Okay. What you got for me, Knight? See if you in Photoshop, go to Image tab, mode to grayscale. Ah. Okay, but that took away the, let's undo that. Let's turn that off. Just go here. Try that again. Okay, it's grayscaled. Doggone it. It's grayscaling the Pip-Boy style as well. It's grayscaling everything. Let's rasterize this right away, because that's something I don't want to lose. We do need that rasterized. Let's save all this. We got the icon, no, not there. We have green scan lines here, so we can copy from there in a minute. And let's see if that will help. So let's grayscale again, and then yeah, scan lines is grayscaled. But map icons, let's take an ungrayscaled scan lines. Cannot complete the base layer scan because adjustment or fill layer cannot be converted to the destination document mode. Darn. So we'll have to have the original be grayscale. Gonna try that. Let's export it to the right place this time. Fallout campaigns, Fallout Texas Rising characters, NPCs. I have to reorganize some of these. I got characters all over the place. Undo the grayscale. Now drag it in. Okay, so now we got the grayscaled, previously grayscaled. Rasterize it. Then, okay. There we go, that works. Now let's look at the difference between the two. So here is the grayscaled under the Pip-Boy setting. You have tons of characters, images, and tokens. Yeah, I've got them all over the place. Like at first I was like, well, I need to store some, because my folder structure is Fallout, and then I have system files, and then I got my campaign folder. So like some stuff needs to be stored underneath the system files folder because it could be used in any campaign. And then other things like, well, this is campaign specific, so it gets put here in the campaign. But then I'm like, with some of these images like this one here, it might be Marcus Kane in one campaign, but he could be a different character in another campaign. So does he go in the campaign folder or in the resources folder? So I'm just all over the place. Right, so this is grayscaled under Pip-Boy. That's the regular one under Pip-Boy. Yeah, that doesn't change anything. I can see the difference, but I honestly cannot tell you which one I think is better. We're going to zoom in and lose a little bit of quality here, but there's barely a difference. It's like the shadows. So here, this is grayscale. Move this thing. I wish this thing would move out of the way. There. The grayscale is brighter in certain parts, but darker in other parts. So like right here, this is normal, this is dark, this is bright. Turn on the grayscale, darker, brighter. I don't think for as small as these portraits, as small as these pictures are going to be, great idea. I don't think it's going to matter enough to force them all to be grayscale first. I think we'll just stick with the way they've been coming out. Because it's the difference in quality, or the difference in the actual image itself is not that much. Not enough to worry about it. So there we go. We got Marcus Kane. So I'm going to make an adjustment to this. For the moment, I'm not going to tell the ChatGPT to really describe the look of the character, because as long as they're coming out different, I'm fine with that. But I do want to change the camera. Do I want to change the camera angle? No, I guess not. I'll leave it. I'll let it continue to do the camera angle the way it wants to. And I have the ability, if I want to, I can say camera angle is bust shot, because that's what most of them are. Tell me if you struggle with this or not. Night, keeping things consistent. Like, I don't necessarily struggle with keeping it consistent, but like I want them to be consistent. It's like all these are bust shots, or well, headshots really. So I'm like, because these are all from Fallout Tactics. So like I want to keep everything that way, and then I get an image like this, like it's not the headshot that all the others are, but it's still in an amazing photo, and it works. Head portraits, yeah, head portraits. I don't know what works better. Was I just let it be anything as long as it looks good, or should I force it to generate head portraits only? That's my struggle right now, because this one from Marcus Kane, it looks great. It looks great. Maybe my custom characters should all get like whatever the AI comes up with, and if the players, or if it's a random NPC or something like that, then I can just pull one of those headshot ones. If you're looking for the taking it DMV look, yeah. I suppose I'm obsessing over it a little too much. I'll just let it be. All right, so we have Dr. Amelia Rivers. She's associated with the Merchants Guild. She wants to provide medical aid and build a prosperous clinic. Her gears, medical supplies, surgical tools, and protective clothing. Let's generate an image. Let's see what we get. Neither one of those are Fallout enough. That's all modern day medical supplies, medical equipment. I like the candles. See if the face is messed up there. Let's see if we can fix that. That's better. You know, I can take this one and I can crop it down to just her head. Needs more tetanus. Yeah. Let's upscale. So I don't know if I can come up with the right kind of descriptors to tell the generator to make the medical supplies look worse. And I am going to have to, I may have to have the generator, I may have to tell it something about the photo angle, because we want to crop out, we don't want hands in there because it cannot do hands. Which is, that's one reason why I was like, oh, we got to make sure we just do the bust or do headshots so they don't have hands in there. But I'm upscaling this one so I get a larger image that I can crop down and have, basically just crop down to her shoulders and head. Because third world setting. See, it was supposed to do that automatically already because I've told it to be in Fallout. We'll let this upscaling finish. That's lagging my computer. Yeah, and getting encoding overload now. Wonderful. I shouldn't have gone for the second upscale. Yeah, this one, it's a little bit better on the left one because I already hit the fixed faces once. Yeah. It was much worse before though. All right, we're gonna have to kill stable diffusion. So cancel. Let's download that one. I believe kill it. That way my system doesn't crash on me. I'll start it up again. So we haven't directly built her yet. So let's take that again. Come back up here. Paste it in. Federal domain. We're surrounded by medical equipment in our clinic. Esophageal ledge shot from the side angle. Let's see what that does. Just doing the face thing again. Alright, let's see if we can fix the faces on this one. That didn't seem to help much, but this was not bad. We're going to upscale once and then we'll download it. Because I am going to crop the hands out. Look at those hands. AI just doesn't do hands well yet. Give it a shot. Get there. Get downloads. Let's do that again. Make it big. What's up with her eyes right now? I thought I had that fixed. They are fixed. There's something wrong with it when it's in small. How's that? Export. What was her name? Dr. Amelia Rivers. Campaign NPCs. Yep. Let's save our Photoshop file. Create a new character. There's the name. Add more details. Almost 5 a.m. Dude. Where are you at? East Coast? Maybe Central. Central time, maybe. Yeah, good chatting with you as well. I appreciate you stopping by. Louisiana, okay. I was close. My players are in East Coast time, so I looked at my time here. I was like, well, you were an hour behind them too. So I appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a. Oh, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. It'll be, like I said, every other Saturday. Tomorrow's the next campaign. I also stream the D&D one every other Sunday. And then I got other stuff I stream too, X4 on Mondays and such. But you have a good one. Good night. Get some rest before your following day. Take care. I'm definitely going with that person. Let's do fix faces. Always do that at least once. Oh, perfect. Let's upscale it. Because I think I'm still going to crop it off a little bit too. Download. This is probably the last NPC I'm going to do for today. Don't really need a bunch of new ones, but it doesn't hurt to have a few just in the winds. Perfect. This is Jack Slick. Save that. Oh, it doesn't like the quotation marks. Jack Slick Thompson. New character. Go to full edit, please. No, it wants a name. Mercenary, no association. Amass wealth and power through any means necessary. Custom-made combat armor, assortment of firearms, and lockpicking tools. Typical mercenary. Save. Like it. Alright, so I want to refine. I don't want to refine it. I want to make sure. So how is this? This is where I'm not sure right now. How is the AI deciding to make this guy young? Made her early 30s, and then our other guy late 30s, maybe early 40s, because it's not getting that from the description that the ChatGPT is generating. But it's working. So for now, I like these instructions for now, and I can always tell it to do something or tell it to generate. I do need to do one thing. We're going to give it a proper name here. I'm going to call it Fallout Character Generation Instructions. And then I can always recall it, let's say, to some Fallout character generation. Hopefully. And I got 3 more. I'm not going to work with them right now. Okay. So let's minimize that. Don't need that. Look at quests. Got completed, in progress. Follow the trail. Oh, they've gone back to Jammer and Dr. Sung. Dr. Sung has provided crucial information about a new settlement. That could be a prime target for the drug raiders. So let's pull up the images for this one. And that's one I've got marked there. And it's going to be a no-name settlement. It's never going to get any kind of marker, permanent marker or anything. Why is that back? I got rid of those. Gotta delete that again. And then let's unlock that. Whatever that one is goes away. That's that one. That's gonna stay. Okay, we can lock. Now please erase. We're good. Alright, so they are on Follow the Trail. Follow the trail. Questline, Raider Incursion. Follow the trail. I've got that. Edit. What am I looking for? Permissions. Still locked. Only visible to members of the campaign. Admin role. There we go. Permissions. No. Not that my players have joined this yet. I would still like to get that fixed. Don't have everything there. At one point in time, I knew exactly where to go for this, but now I don't. There it is. That should fix it. Yeah, all right. So we have that quest is ready to go. We have that whole quest line is ready to go. The whole Raider Incursion quest line is good to go. So now I want to I'm going to build a similar instruction for ChatGPT for quests. We're not going to attach a photo to these. So we're going to get rid of the photo prompt altogether. Quest name. Right, so let's go scroll up to where I had it generate a quest earlier. Right, so you get a quest name, quest giver. Location. Reward. Description. Possible hostiles. Reputation should go near reward. And then possible solutions. Let's take from there. Separate these down. Quest giver. The location. ChatGPT may pick a location I'm not involving in my Texas campaign altogether. So that's something that I will always probably overwrite or add, provide it to the generator. Let's go with that. See how that handles it. Quest name, Lost Expedition. And the quest giver is Mayor Claire Wilson of Oasis Springs. Location, abandoned enclave bunker southwest of Oasis Springs. Well, where is Oasis Springs? 1,500 caps per player, enclave power armor. Reputation, plus 15 Oasis Springs, negative 10 with the enclave. The Mayor, Wilson, tasks the player with investigating the mysterious disappearance of an Oasis Springs scouting team near the abandoned enclave bunker. Rumors suggest enclave involvement. Possible hostiles for goals, enclave remnants, possible solutions. I'm not keeping any of these right now, I'm just testing its capability of generating. Let's copy this. Put that in my notes up here. There we go. I suppose what I can do is if it doesn't give me a current character, it gives me a new one. I can then use the character generator to make these new characters. And I'm going to adjust the character generator to no longer be 3 prompts per character idea. It's going to be character idea. And then I believe I could tell it, give me 3 character ideas from the character generator. Let's see. Use a character format to create a character idea. So let's take that. Okay. Use the character gen. I didn't put it in there, right? I'll do that again. Perfect. I was right. That does work. That works. And then we get the quest generator with the modification. Took out the use the character generator thing. Location in Texas. Yeah, so it should use a place in Texas. I can always adjust that how I want. And then I can add, or when I tell it to generate, I can give it who is it from, what faction is it going to be for, etc. Awesome. So that's ready. I got the map ready. I've got, that's what I need to do right now. I need to make sure the new character is ready for tomorrow. Almost forgot about that. All right, need to organize my folder. Alright, so we're gonna have, let's put that over. I guess I can't when it's in full screen. Put that there. That'll get there. Let's go into Fallout. This is gonna go to the campaign. This one's gonna be the resources. Fallout Texas, characters. Wait, resources here first. Character portraits. Players. Does this really need to be there anymore? I don't think so. Tokens, character tokens. There's stuff I bought from TTRPG. Some of it. These are full-sized AI-generated characters that I will not be using. Get our maps. These are just generic battle maps. Parts. Oh, right. That can actually go into maps. So those are parts for maps. Well, no. Let's take all this. Not that one. Drag that up there. Oh, I missed one. And this becomes map icons. New folder. Tiles. That's what we're going to call it, tiles, because this is a tile. These are not. These are tokens. They can be used as tokens. And of course, you can use tokens as tiles as well. But where are these? These are tokens. What are these? I'll have to come back to that. Alright, so this is where that one Photoshop file I have with all the characters stored at. I got items here. That's Retro or Apocalypse Metro that I get from TTRPG. I don't want to mess with it right now. Got nothing. Not looking to do anything with that. Where is character portraits? So resources, character portraits. Doesn't need to be there. Let's take it. It's gonna go. It's gonna go there. And then we'll take our NPCs. Which one? Already has a file called Marcus Kane. Let's replace it. Because that's the wrong Marcus Kane anyway. There we go. There's our new guy. We'll use the AI gen, or not, yeah, AI gen to create a description of him. Maybe. Character portraits. NPC is empty. That one can be deleted. Players. We can get rid of that one. No. There's a mistake. Yes. Yeah, never mind. That's right. And then the rest of this. What do we got here? Oh, this is when I was running this game in person at a store. Don't need that anymore. Although I want to keep those. We'll leave that there for now. Go back into this. Players is empty. There's placeholders. I don't need those anymore. Gonna delete that. Alright. Anybody watching? Although I was going to use this for another one of those, but my player picked it, so didn't get to. No, not brother. Crockett. Yeah, make the Crockett's man. That's just going to be the miscellaneous stuff. So is that. Let's minimize that for now. Move this over here. ChatGPT. Now, I should have supplied his job. Still providing 3 photo prompts. What was the last character generator do it? Oh, I was telling it to create photography prompts. That works. That's fine. We do have Charles. Oh, we have him. Yeah, this one's a much more specific character anyway. So we will ignore what I got from ChatGPT there. Save that. Push that up there. So assets. We go here. Let's go to portraits. Texas Rising. Get that folder. Let's do it that way. And we can do that. Got that. What was that? Refresh. Crockett's Mint. There we go. Now. I wonder. Base him off of Brotherhood of Steel. Yeah. Let's make him Swordtail Lancer. That makes him level 5. My guys are level 15 already. Goodness. Level 4. The scribes are the lowest. Paladin's level 8. Lancer's 5. Knight is 7. Elder is 10, but he's not an elder. Yeah, the Crockett's Mint. But no. They're actually more based on the Minutemen. So, we will copy that Minuteman. Do I have Crockett's Mint in here? I do not. I have not. Apparently. I've not made any of them. At one point in time, I did. I guess I lost that campaign. We got to see him. This is Charles Zanko. And I'm just going to leave him at that. Until I have read more, because I need to read more about actually creating NPCs appropriately, so they're not overpowered or anything like that. For now, we'll just the carbon copy of a Minuteman is now Charles Zanko. Leave it at that. Let's change out his. I suppose we should unlock that. Get that done. Not leaving that description there. Why would the laser musket not be in his loot? Oh. There we go. He's created. He's ready. Let's do a checkpoint down here. Okay, that's correct. Let's come through to there. Let's go now to the wavelength SFX. Okay. Okay. I disable my voice mod. It apparently was causing issues. Once again, can you hear me now? All right. Were you able to hear me earlier when I was talking about the platform? Or was it broken before I started talking? Did you hear me talk about Fantasy Grounds, or was it already broken before I talked about it? Not okay. I'll start over then. So we're using Fantasy Grounds Unity to run the game in. I have purchased the Fallout core modules, Fallout Game Master's Toolkit. We have not run any of these adventures. We're running an adventure of my own creation, but I have a couple of adventures here that I eventually will run for my players. From Forge, Fantasy Grounds Forge, we got shops so that we can actually do some shopping for the players. So I can set up shops and I don't have to worry about telling them what's available, how much is available. I can just set it up and they can look at it. And we got the map pack as well. Outside of Fantasy Grounds Unity, I'm using ChatGPT to help me generate random side quests, to help me do some brainstorming on main quest stuff, and to generate prompts for Stable Diffusion to generate images or pictures for NPCs and such. I'll pull up a couple here. Oh no, that was the wrong one. Right there. So like this guy right here, this is an AI generated. I did the overlay of the green to make it look like you're looking at it on a Pip-Boy, but the base image was AI generated. And then I'm using Conca to keep up with the campaign itself. It's conca.com, I think. No, conca.io. And so I was also asking if you are a GM, if you run any games. Oh yeah. So here's the thing. It saves a ton of time, and then when you, with that extra time, you end up filling it up with other stuff. So all the time I've stayed, I'm still spending all that time on the campaign itself, just in different ways. Oh, there we go. Can you still hear me? It looks like you should be able to. Testing. Yeah, there. It's coming through. All right. Some Pathfinder. I'm not gonna get good on Roll20, but making stuff there's tedious. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, Roll20. I think it's gotten better in the previous years, but it's still, for me, it's tedious if you don't have the premium subscription. But then you're paying something every month. The reason I like Fantasy Grounds Unity is because I paid one time and I've got it forever. There's no monthly subscription or anything. I much prefer that, which is probably why I initially landed on Fantasy Grounds over all the other systems out there. Like I said, you pay one time and you have it, and you get all the updates and everything. It may not have been the best choice at the time that I bought it as far as features, but they have caught up. And with the Fallout module installed, so much of it's just automated. Dice rolls, I don't have to worry about doing all the math on the dice rolls. It tells me automatically that they fail or succeed. A lot of the perks for the characters are automatically handled. You want to throw a frag grenade, you just click the button, the dice roll, and I got that on another monitor right now, so you can't see it on screen, and it tells you, did they succeed or not? And then it deals, if it got the targeted in the combat tracker, it deals the damage automatically. I don't have to worry about going and doing that math. So it's a lot of great stuff. Have that. Now I need to find some civilians. That's the Fallout map pack. Fallout rule set. Oh, what's in here? We got anything good in here? Yes. All right. Oh, so here's another piece of software I use that I'm about to have to use right now. It's called Kronos Builder. And I'm going to use it now to create a small settlement where the players are going to interact with their quests tomorrow. So Kronos Builder lets you build maps. You can do everything manually. It also has the ability to auto-generate some things. Let's go make it daytime. No effects, all white. Auto Builder. We're going to go village. Oh, there's nothing in there. Let's go sci-fi. Let's turn that off. Let's do medieval townhouse. No. Let's go tavern. Yeah, we'll do random. That's just for the sake of seeing the auto builder. And it actually generated the bedroom. But you can do, let's go with main and go like that. Let's get a bedroom there. There. And then let's call it main through there. And then I would go in, I'll manually, we got a good door right there for the hallway. And then I'll manually create doors off the hallway into the bedrooms. Something like that. I don't have to put a lot of work into it. It just is. But this is not what I'm doing. I want to do an outside map. This is just a, let's see the auto generator. Let's go to town. What's a townhouse? We can overwrite this. What is that going to look like? Doing that stuff, I don't like that. All right, let's just go to go here. Enable terrain. I also, let's change it to that. Give it a wasteland, desert. Get that all colored in good. Could have done that. All right. Let's go to structures. We will use the generator here. Let's go tavern. Let's go tavern main. So let's turn on the grid. Dark mode. Let's go 0.5. Generate that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Put the tavern there. There's the door to get in. This is a small settlement. So we can put some houses around. Oh, that door got put in the wrong side. And what's great with Cronus Builder, I can actually export these maps for different virtual tabletops. So I can tell it to export for Fantasy Grounds, and it automatically puts in the line of sight settings and lighting. It does all of it. I don't want to farm. Eastern garden. Nope, don't want a garden. Well, there used to be. Where's it going to be at? Like a. Maybe I'll have to do it myself. A tents for like a market, open air market. There we go. Market stalls. I can do fish. Let's do. We'll just put out some of these. Give them a little market there. Water storage. This will be like the little town center battle map area where they will have their encounter tomorrow. Anything else to that? I don't think I really need a ton more. Nothing from there. And they're working on their next DLC for Cronus Builder is actually going to introduce post-apocalyptic stuff. Yeah, check it all out. Subscribe. I run this campaign every other Saturday. Tomorrow is our next session. Oh yeah, since I got Cronus Builder, it's been like the biggest time saver. I'm still not like the best. There are people that have done stuff with Cronus Builder that just looks amazing, so much better than the maps I can create. But this is what I'm creating right now is 1,000 times better than what I created 5 years ago. So I'm happy with it. I'm more about telling the story. But yeah, tomorrow's our next session, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we have a D&D campaign on Sundays, every other Sunday, also 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, run by one of the players in the Fallout game that I run tomorrow. I stream both of them here on my YouTube channel and on Twitch. Just put a little brick house right there. And then let's do some nature painting. So we want debris because this is the apocalyptic wasteland. Some dirt. Do a little bit of paper. Let's reduce the size of that. I'll string it across there. And let's say the one at the market is a little too much. There, I'll go with that. What I'd really like to get out of the generator is some outdoor generation. So I wonder what this would do. Let's just select at least one type of asset. So let's select medieval. It put something up. Let's go like that. What? Okay, that not what I'm looking for. Let's go all assets. Try that again. No, nothing happened. Oh well. It's a work in progress. Anytime I do outdoor stuff, I have to do a lot of that manually because I don't have that generation yet. Oh, but I bet you. Okay. Let's say tavern for the interior stuff. I mean, it kind of works. So there's a few oddities in there. Cyberpunk is the only one that has streets. But anyway, this map, I like this one. We're going to go with this. Generic settlement. Save it. And now export virtual tabletop. Fantasy Grounds as an image. I forget what I need to do there. We'll go with 43. Bake and export lights. Show grid. And now let's export. Do I have a generic settlement already? I do. So this one's going to become 2. Campaign, battle maps. Oh no, Fancy Grounds crashed on me. I'm running too many Unity things at once. So we need to close Cronus Builder. All right, Bucks, you take care. Enjoy getting hazed by your boss. We will hopefully see you around for the campaign. Show me that folder. Battle maps, Chronos. Then I want generic settlement 2. Where is... There it is. Copy those. Refresh this. I am about to wrap up here. It's getting to be lunchtime here. All right, let's see. Walls are all in place in the right spot. Doors in the right spot. Excellent. Lighting is all good to go. Perfect. Let's go with ambient lighting. Let's give it a sunlight for the current time of day. Boom. Now, I do want to add those generic citizens. They're not going to have a combat tracking tokens, so they're just going to be tokens I drag out onto the map. We'll put a lab tech out there. Why not? A mad Russian? No mad Russians. They'll have a small militia. They'll have 1 or 2 militia guys. Or at least they look like a militia. They're not going to be much help. Put a trader. These locations. Trader 2. Let's see. Vault Dwellers. And some Wastelanders. This is a brand new settlement, so Wastelanders is probably the majority of what you'll see out here. That's good enough. The traders be around over here. Put these guys around. Where's the door? Put some of these guys in here. Put the entertainer lady inside here. Close that door back. Those doors are still not very visible. It's hard to know where the doors are with these current exports. Although I made the map, so obviously I can kind of guess. future? Don't know. All right. That is that. I think that's going to wrap it up for today as well. Let's make sure my encounter is still correct. And it is, so that'll be good. It's good to go. Shops. I want to do some more shops, but I'll get to that at another time. One last thing to do. Let's go here. Nope, that's the wrong one. Fallout. And I need this one. Let's put this over here. Go get the current map. Is this right? No, I have to pull it from here because I was exporting directly into Fancy Grounds instead of a normal location. Yeah, this is the one. So let's get the folder. Bring that over here. Campaigns, Fallout Texas Rising, which is, there it is. Which means I need this. I'm gonna copy that. Replace it. And then take this. Huh. I grabbed the wrong one. That's what I get for having two. Everything's in the right spot. Let's change the session number. 24. Next one is 25 on the 2nd of February. Or no, the 2nd of March. Everything's right. Change this to 24. Apply. Export it. That's exported. Now let's open next session. And this one should be super easy. Already 25. Just reading it from that one file. All I gotta do is change that file and then it saves it. No need to actually make any adjustments in here. Super easy. Close that. All right. That's it. I got my thumbnail created. That was not right. Thumbnail, several maps created, several characters created. We already have story and everything ready to go for the characters, or for the players. I have the ability. I've given ChatGPT instructions so I can create new side quests on the fly very easily, and characters. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thank everybody that stopped by, the watch, subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you follow on Twitch, and we'll be back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the session 24 of Fallout Texas Rising campaign with the Modifius and Bethesda 2D20 system for Fallout. So until then, thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.